feeling health-wise?
Feeling great, no issues, healthy, can't complain.
What was the injury? If you don't mind sharing out.
Yeah, I had the internal brace repair, the same thing as Isaac did on the UCL. So it's not like a full torn UCL, but just had to get it repaired. Just some partial stuff going on in there, but all good now.
Did you reach out to Adam Meyer as well with that same brace procedure?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit, just talked to some other guys I knew just around the game of baseball, coaches and stuff like that to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, but yeah.
And at what point did you get the procedure done?
In January, yeah.
But I'll ask the same question I asked Isaac. Just the first time probably in a long time that you've gone a year without playing baseball. Just what was that like, and how do you kind of cope with that?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually been injured before in long spurts of time, so I kind of understand the toll it's going to take on you mentally. But I mean, it still sucks. But it's part of the game and something I really couldn't control. But just kind of took it for what it was and tried to better myself in other ways mentally, and just did what I could. Yeah.
I don't know how much you guys' kind of respective recoveries overlap, but how much were you able to kind of lean on each other and go through that process together, you and Isaac?
A lot. I mean, because we're roommates too, so we're together all the time. So, I mean, we just kind of went through that process together as much as we could and just kind of learning off each other's, how we're feeling and stuff like that. And, I mean, it's been great.
Great to be back, though, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's really great to be back.
At what point did you start kind of throwing full go again? Feel like you were kind of back to yourself?
I think it was over the summertime. So it's been a while now that I've been kind of back to normal. Yeah.
The brace procedure is kind of new in terms of elbow fixing in baseball. Just when you heard of that as an option, was there any hesitancy in going towards it?
Not really. We're fortunate enough to have a good connection with Dr. Akazuki, who's with the Giants, and I met with him and he talked me through it, and he's been doing, I think he was like the creator of it too, or one of the guys who kind of invented it, and it's been a thing for like 6+ years, and a bunch of pro guys have gotten it, so I had no issues kind of going down that route at all.
I mean, it's hard to compare to a normal Tommy John because it doesn't have that, but just the recovery process, do you feel like it was quicker than you anticipated, where you got to like 80, 90, 100%?
I mean, it was pretty spot on. They told me it was going to be not as long as Tommy John, but 3 to 5 months quicker than Tommy John, and I just kind of took my time with it, didn't want to rush anything. I had a whole year to kind of get back to where I am now, so I've had no issues and it's been perfect.
What are you working on now that you're back and throwing?
Just getting back on the mound and getting my feet wet again, and just kind of working with Hawk on just all around pitch type stuff, and facing hitters and just kind of advancing me personally, my pitcher, as my identity as a pitcher, and just kind of going there.
What have you learned from Hawk just over the last couple of months that he's been here?
So much. I mean, that guy has so much experience, and playing in the big leagues, and going to Omaha before, and just kind of all around. I've learned a ton about the game of baseball, and I mean, I can't even give you specifics because I could be here for an hour and just kind of break down everything. But it's been great with him.
Any new additions in your pitch mix?
I got a cutter now, so I still have my fastball, curveball, and changeup, and just kind of developing a cutter now, and going to throw it this weekend a little bit and just see how that plays.
What was kind of the cause for that? What made you feel like you needed to add that one?
I don't know if it was like a need to add, but just kind of something that we talked about, and I've kind of messed around with a little bit, and not a lot of college pitchers throw it well. It's a hard pitch to learn, and I've had I wouldn't say an easy time, but a good time of developing it, and it's been good in bullpen, so now I just kind of want to see how it does against hitters.
The grip, did you learn that from anybody?
I mean, just kind of messing around with it with Hawk a little bit, just 5 or 6 different ones, and kind of found the one that works best.
You Laz, or I guess in Hawk as well, have you guys talked about what your role could probably be this year? Yeah,
I mean, we talk about that stuff here and there, but for me, I'm just happy to be healthy, and whatever that role ends up being is kind of out of my control. For me, I just kind of go out there and pitch, and whatever they tell me to do, I'm going to do.
Any preference? You got to have some.